Hello. Happy full moon. Thank you for being here. Just cleansing my space as we get started, myself. So, this full moon that's coming up is exciting. It is a Scorpio full moon, and we are also going through a lunar eclipse. So Scorpio is this big, emotional, deep sign that we're coming through. So you may encounter some big, emotional, deep situations that are going to show up over the next few days. Maybe you've already started to feel them bubble under the surface. I'm filming this a few days before the full moon because I'm already feeling the heightened energies, and I want to go ahead and get this video out there and hope that it can give you some support as we move through this exciting energy. On top of that, we're moving into the lunar eclipse, same day as the full moon. And what that does for us is it brings up past situations that are ready to be like wrapped up and healed. And that can look like a lot of things. So as you move through the energy of the next couple of days, just continue to come back to you. It's going to look like things outside of you are out of your control, or things are happening to you. And if you can always bring it back to home and get clarity, then you can navigate what is trying to be seen and trying to be healed in an easier way, right? Sometimes we just we get attached to these ideas that we are right and what we believe is right, and we forget that there are so many rights in this world. There's a quantum number of right ways to do things because we're all so different. So just knowing that you can navigate things more like water, right? The moon is watery, Scorpio is watery. Give yourself the permission to change your perspective. How about that? Give yourself permission to change your perspective. Okay. I want to talk to you about the stones that I have up here. Excuse me, my nose is running. Let me grab something. So I have picked out couple of stones. I feel like I could literally just surround my mat with them, with the energy that I'm feeling. But I got just specific ones. Down here to ground us are my favorite tree stumps. They're petrified tree stumps that I got from my grandmother. What's cool is she had this whole box of rocks after she passed away, rocks and crystals that I didn't even know she had, and I got to acquire them. Anyways, next I have a raw tiger's eye, and this is down here for our sacral chakra, and that's where we have our emotions. Yeah. And I want you to feel empowered that you're safe to feel how you feel. A lot of times we feel and then we shame. We feel and then we shame. And what that does is it keeps us locked in this cycle of just pain, and we can't heal because the emotion, the feeling is showing us something. We don't have to feel bad about it. It's showing us something that we can navigate differently in our life, or we can begin to heal. So you don't need the shame. You don't need that stuff. So tiger's eye for that. Moving up, I have a little selenite wand, and I have that throughout to kind of just keep this energy clearly moving around us throughout this practice today. It just keeps all the stones charged as well, and our space clear. Then up here in the heart, I have rose quartz because I believe that we're really going to need self-love and self-compassion as we move through the next few days. So don't forget that. You're the only one that can give it to you, by the way. So don't forget that that is such a huge, important part of the piece of growth and healing in this life, is that self-love. The next one I have is this tree agate, and again, that's for the heart chakra, and just reminding us that we are a part of everything. Yeah, Yeah, like the trees, they have this roots that connect out into everything. They connect to each other. As I'm looking through my windows here, I can see this just big, luscious green. Yeah, so they're not only connected to everything, but they also allow themselves to grow, right? We don't have to stay small because of the shame that we might be feeling about our emotions. We don't have to stay small. All right, moving on up to the final stone that I have here, lapis lazuli, so that we can move through all of this energy with clarity and following and trusting in our intuition. I hope y'all are ready to move. Thank you for listening to me about my stones. I love talking about them. And I love talking about the energy. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments or message me personally through any of the social media platforms or the website. Find an easy seated position. Let's get into our bodies. Take a deep breath in. Eyes open or closed, soften from the top of the head down. Relaxing and letting go of anything that you need to in this moment. It might be a physical tension, it might be a repetitive thought, it might be an emotion that needs to move. Okay, I don't want you to shove anything down. Allow yourself to be here. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. And today we're going to begin to move like water. So start to find those circles. The whole practice is going to be very meditative, so allow yourself to drop in and feel. Yeah, that is what we're being asked, is to pay attention to what we're feeling, not to run from it, not to judge it, but to be with it, to see it. Okay, one more round this side. And then we'll come back to a central space. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder, chin to the chest. Left and up. Right ear. One more round. Back to center. Inhale, right arm up and over to the left. And up. Right arm again. Trust me. And top of the head gets even longer. Right arm up. And back to center. Both arms up. Twist to the left. Center. And left. Center and left. Back to center. Hands to heart. Notice the sensations in the body as you soften down through the top of the head. Palms back down to the knees, and let's take the circles the other side. So to the left. Starting to activate that feminine energy. Just see if you can get a little more watery. Don't worry about what it looks like. Check in and let it just feel. Let the sensations guide you. One more round. Back up to center, left ear, left shoulder, and down around. 2 more rounds, drop into it. Coming back up to a neutral place. Left arm up and over. And down. 2 more. Moving with your breath always. Center. center. Inhale, arms up. Twist to the right. Up. Up. Inhale back through center. Palms to the heart. Relax, soften. Allow the energy to move. Allow the thoughts to move. Allow the emotions to move. And then we'll slowly begin to plant our feet, hips distance apart, lean back into our hands, windshield wiper the knees side to side. Bring some movement into those hips. Back to a central space, and then slowly begin to make your way onto your backs. Knees pull in. Give yourself a big hug for showing up for yourself in this moment. Always finding gratitude for the moves that you take to heal, to move forward, to self-care, right? Find that gratitude. And then we'll come back to a neutral space. Right knee holds in, left leg planted or long. Find those circles. So starting to really tap into this sacral energy to find out what's down here. And I'm feeling a lot of snap, crackle, pops. So maybe I'm releasing some stuff in that hip. Okay, breathe and soften where you can. Pull that right knee in, forehead to the knee. 3, 2, 1. Extend the right leg long. Extend the arms overhead. Relax, release. 3, 2, 1. Left knee pulls in. Right foot can be extended or planted. Roll through that hip. One direction and then the other. So noticing the difference between the sides. I had a lot more on that right side, so that's my masculine energy. Forcing my way through stuff. Yeah, if it's in this feminine side, we could be overly in the feminine. Or just have, there's so many things. If you have questions, just reach out. Squeeze this left knee. Pull the forehead up. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Arms overhead. Left leg goes long. Relax and let the energy move. Knees pull into the chest. Oops, into the chest. Rock your way up. Into a tabletop. Let's just find a downward facing dog. So however you like to get there, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Head is heavy, chest is heavy. Inhale, rise high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift you, slide shoulders back, belly in. Exhale, fold like water. Rise and reach, tall mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift. And fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Palms to touch, lean to the right side of you. Back through center to the left. Back through center, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise and reach. Palms to touch, find some circles. Maybe the hips come in. It's okay if it feels awkward. Come back to center, forward fold. Halfway lift. And fold. Rise strong, engage the core. Palms to touch, other direction. Experimenting with how the body wants to move this energy. Maybe the hips come into play. Ooh. Keep the core engaged. Coming back to center, hook the thumbs, spread the elbows out wide, hips forward, lift heart. Let the energy move the way it needs to move. You might find trembling. You might feel a deep emotion here. Lift and expand the heart. Release and fold. Halfway lift once you get there. And fold. Palm the mat. Find your way back to plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift belly, lift heart. Exhale back, child's pose. Check in with yourself. Soften the breath. Coming back to that downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Inhale, rise high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step walk or hop your way there. Halfway lift and lengthen, inhale. Exhale, fold, coming into a toe squat here. Stretching out the bottoms of the feet. Hands can stay grounded or come lifted. Relax. Hands or no hands, have a seat. Bringing the feet together, knees apart. Give them a couple of bounces here. And you choose if you want the feet close to you for more inner thighs, if you want the feet further away for more outer hip and IT band. Inhale, peels the heart forward, reach forward. Find that first sign of resistance and then begin to soften. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. Lift. Soften. Lift. Soften. We got one more. Lift, really open that heart. Soften and hold. Palms up if you can, if you don't need them for support. And allow yourself to surrender here. Again, noticing the sensations, noticing the thoughts, noticing the emotions, and not judging at all what's showing up. Not judging at all. Allow it to be there. Come back to that self-love, right? If you need to, grab your rose quartz, hold on to it, and allow that energy to move. Slowly beginning to make your way back up. Take your time. We find our way onto our backs. Moving into an inversion today, maybe hip stand or happy baby, getting those feet up your heart. If you want legs up the wall, and you can end your practice that way. We're going right into shavasana after this. If you want to go ahead and find your way there, please do. Let there be a heaviness through the neck and the jaw. Maybe the arms open out a little bit wider. And staying where you are or finding your way to your version of shavasana. It can be on your back, your side, or your belly, legs up the wall. You can come up into an easy seated position. There's no wrong way to do this. I like to come up so I don't fall asleep completely in the video and my nervous system take over. So wherever you are, relax. You've done the work, you've shown up, you've listened, you've tuned in. And take the next few moments to allow yourself to have a break and to let everything else do the work for just a minute. You've aligned yourself, you've cleared yourself, you're ready. So just be. Take a big full breath in. As you gently exhale, feel as if you're melting into your body deeper and deeper and deeper. The next inhale is so full and so gentle. Enjoy this rest. Slowly coming back to your breath, take a deep inhale. Feel the energy coming back into the body and decide if you need movement or if the breath is enough for now. Check in, how do I feel physically, mentally, emotionally in this moment without any judgment, any shame, any need to be different. Again, thanking yourself for showing up today, continuing to come back home as you move through this energy, this moment right here, the way you feel this gratitude for yourself in this moment. Store that feeling so you can come back to it when things are challenging. Let it wrap you up like a hug. Again, staying exactly as you are. If you feel like coming up into an easy seated position, closing out this practice today in that space of gratitude. Gratitude for this physical vessel that carries us around every moment of every day. Gratitude for the opportunities that we're given to heal and grow. Lastly, gratitude for exactly who we are in this moment and exactly where we are on our journey. Yeah, you're going somewhere amazing, yes, but you right now, also amazing. Thank you so much for being here. I am extremely honored. Be sure, if you enjoyed this video, to subscribe to the channel. It helps us out. Like, share the video with some friends that you think could benefit from this as well. I'm building 2 new websites, guys, so stay tuned. lovetheshitoutofyourself.com and Soul Harmony Fest are getting some well-needed facelifts, and we're going to have some new offerings coming out. So if you don't already follow us on social media, give those a follow and you'll know when the websites go live. Again, thank you. Drink a lot of water, allow the energy to move, and don't forget to love the shit out of yourself, guys. Thank you. Bye.